viewers, welcome back. So at the moment, a lot of our sleeping patterns are completely disrupted. I know that I'm going to bed later. I'm really struggling to wake up in the morning, and lack of sleep, late nights, stress, a completely different routine all adds up to create wonderful dark circles. I've got a full face of makeup on apart from anything underneath my eye. Mine aren't too bad, but they are definitely there. So today I thought I'd share with you how you can quickly and easily cover up those dark circles. Having them covered up makes you look more awake, makes your skin look fresher and happier. So I thought I'd do that, and also test out a couple of Charlotte Tilbury products that I've never used before. These just arrived a couple of days ago. One is called Vanish, and I've got a nice concealer. So if you want to see how you can cover up some dark circles, see how these products go down and make yourself feel a little bit better, keep watching. And whilst you're here, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, let's crack on and cover up these dark circles. One thing to bear in mind is that dark circles can be hereditary. It's something that may be passed down to you. But there are things that we can do also to help that. I'm not going to spend a lot of time about that now because this is what this video is about. But drinking plenty of water, watching your salt intake, alcohol, and using really nice skincare products can definitely help. Like I said, I've got a full face on. The only thing I haven't got on is anything under my iris. I thought we'd do one eye first. So I thought we could see the technique that I'm going to use and see how these products work out. I have been absolutely obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury at the moment. The more I use, the more I fall in love. I've done a couple of videos on her goodies already, so if you haven't seen those, I'll link them in the description. So if we're going to cover up our dark circles with makeup products, it's really important that we prep our eye area beforehand. Make sure you're using a really nice eye cream. You've got a good skincare routine. We want our under eyes to be really nicely hydrated and moisturised. In the daytime at the moment, I'm using this by Elemis. This is the Elemis Pro Collagen Eye Revive Mask. It's a really beautiful, refreshing, very thick kind of spongy gel type thing. And I use that. So I've prepped my eyes. I've got a nice lot of eye cream under there and my eyes are nice and hydrated. If you're really concerned about your dark circles, you can do like a two-step makeup process. You can firstly colour correct. So you can kind of neutralise and cancel out any purples or darkness or blues or blacks, greys, or all of the colours are going on right here, right now, with a colour correcting product. And then you can go in with a highlighter to lighten and brighten and to make the eye area look really beautiful and fresh and awake. So the two products I'm going to try that I've seen so many times and the reviews are really great, but we need to try them out, is the Magic Vanish Under Eye and Face Cheat for Intense Colour Correction by Charlotte Tilbury. This only comes in a handful of shades, so I just went for the most light shade, number 1 Fair. So the box is really quite large for the compact. The compact is tiny. It's a tiny little compact for mice. Ooh, so here's the colour corrector. So when you're colour correcting purples, blues, any colour like that, darkness under your eyes, you want to go for a product that has a really nice peach or pink colour, because those tones of the kind of peach and pink are going to help cancel out any darkness. So you can use a really nice bright peach or pink salmon shade to help get rid of the darkness. Often in the past I've gone for like a pink toned concealer, so I'm really interested to try this out. It really is really quite peach. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's a nice cream, obviously. It feels really nice. Let's see it on my back of my hand first of all. You can see it there. We'll do one eye and then we can compare, and you can see I have to kind of tilt my head down because they're light, but you can see I have got quite a lot of darkness under there. Apply it with my fingertip first of all under my eye. So I'm going to press it on. Excuse my middle finger, that's delightful. And then I'm going to make sure I get the inner corner, because I get a lot of darkness right in my inner corner, so don't forget there. And then often a lot of people get a little bit of pink or redness on the outer corner. So I'm just going to press some of that on. I can see a difference already. Amazing. It feels incredibly lightweight. And then I'm going to try and blend it just with my finger, I think. I've got my beauty blender here because I thought, as it's a quite, I thought it might be quite a thick cream, so I thought it might need some help. But it's actually blended really nicely with just my finger. So that has done wonders already. You could leave it like that. I really think you could. Here's without the colour corrector. And here's with. It's got a really nice finish. But in my makeup books, more is more. So we've colour corrected, and now I'm going to go in with a concealer, a really nice light bright concealer to brighten everything up. This is the Magic Away liquid concealer. This is, I can't read it, where are my glasses? Oh, my eyesight is atrocious. My lenses are filthy, sorry about that. Full coverage, long lasting, anti-dark circle, yes, correcting concealer. It says Magic Away dark circles, blemishes and imperfections with this magical eliminating, anti-aging and visibly smoothing concealer. Sounds like actual heaven, doesn't it? I went for the shade, oh, I don't know what shade I went for, let's face it, One Fair. I just went for the lightest shade. There was a whole bunch of shades in this actually, and I just bought the lightest one. Looks like this. There's the concealer inside. Looks really quite fair. I think less might be more in this case. And it's got a sponge tip. I've got mixed feelings about sponge tip applicator, but it's okay, it's okay. And then I think you just twist it up. Hello, are you in there? Oh, it's a very soft tip. I thought that would be a little bit more firm. So we keep twisting. This is where I insert a clip from SpongeBob 24 hours later. Hello, am I doing something wrong? For real. Oh, I can see it getting a bit darker. We're okay. I can see it coming through a little bit now. Yep, here we go, loves. Right, I've twisted it. You can see it there a little bit. There you go. I'm going to then, actually I need more. Twist that, let's not be shy. And then I'm going to dab this on underneath my eye. Then, should I try with my finger first of all? I'm so used to using my middle finger, so you're just going to have to excuse me. Again, making sure I get the inner corner. I'm going to take it right out. Oh, it's very lightweight. I need to feel what it's like on the back of my hand. Definitely full coverage. It feels really, really nice. You can see the difference between the pink of the colour corrector and the concealer. Okay, I might bring in the old sponge because I might have gone a little bit heavy, just to blend the edges a bit. Feels really nice. Oh, yes. It definitely has that kind of light reflectingness to it, which is what we want underneath our eye. We want the light to bounce off so that it looks lighter and brighter. Oh, I'm really happy with that. What do you think? So we can see a difference. This is my evil face. You can definitely see the difference. So this is without the colour corrector and the concealer. And this is, oh, I'm loving it. This is with the colour corrector and concealer. Big difference, right? Look at that there. And then look at that there. It's dried down quite nicely, but because I am 40, my concealer probably will crease, especially as I've used 2 cream products underneath my eye. I want to make sure that they're locked in and they're not going to go anywhere. If you're in your 20s, you might not need to do that. Definitely is like, this feels like it dries down really nicely, but because of my age and because I know that my under eyes have fine lines, I'm going to take a tiny, tiny little bit of powder. Less is actually more with powders underneath your eye when you're a little bit older. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish setting powder basically, and it's again in the shade One Fair. I'm going to make sure before I set it, just go in and make sure that I've pressed it out and it's not settled into any fine lines yet, because once you set it, it's done and there's no going back. Then we're going to take a little wisp of this powder, tap off the excess, and then I'm very lightly and gently going to set that. Oh, look Look at the difference. Considering I've layered 2 products and now a third, it feels incredibly lightweight. Charlotte's taking all of my money, and to be honest, I'm okay with that. There we go. Look at the difference. I'm super impressed with these products. The colour corrector did exactly what it said, and it was incredibly lightweight. There's not much product in there. It obviously is a very small compact, but you only need a tiny amount. But beautiful things come in small packages, and this is a beautiful thing, and it's worked wonders. They had a whole bunch of different shades and tones and undertones in the concealer, which I really liked. But like I said, I just went for the lightest one. And even though I've layered up a lot of products, they feel really nice. So there you go. When you're covering your dark circles, make sure you're drinking lots of water, you're avoiding salt and alcohol. And I'm going to say this, we're in lockdown at the moment. Whatever gets you through the day, but do try and drink plenty of water and try and get some sleep. I know it's hard. And then make sure your under eye is beautifully hydrated and moisturised. Colour correct first. So use anything with a peach or pink tone to cancel out any purples or blueness underneath your eye. Then go in with a light product. You want to go for something 1 or 2 shades lighter than your foundation to really brighten up your under eye area. If you need to, then set it with a very light fairy dusting of powder so that it sets in place and doesn't move or crease during the day. And there you go. Absolutely love it. I hope you found this helpful. What is your favourite Charlotte Tilbury product? I've also just bought the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So many people recommended this to me, and I have to say it's worth the hype. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what your favourite Charlotte Tilbury product is. There is a massive fly in here. Can you hear it? Ugh, so loud. Get out. Okay, ignore the massive noisy fly. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this and found it helpful, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe. It helps me out massively. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you really soon. Take care.